This is Malcolm Reese with TPNewsroom.com. And today I want to ask a question that has been bothering me for a while now. When did it become okay to hate out loud again? And I'm not talking about somebody being annoyed with you or having a bad day. I'm talking about real hate, disrespect, cruelty, people talking to entire groups like they are beneath them, people saying whatever they want to say with no hesitation, no shame, no sense that maybe they crossed the line. I'm older, but I remember how it used to be. I grew up in a time when you could feel the racism in a room, but you didn't always hear it said out loud. There was this old Southern handshake racism that everybody knew. If you were black, you knew exactly what it was. A man could think you were inferior and still shake your hand. He could think you did not belong near his daughter, but still say, "Yes, sir," "No, sir." You, he could see you as less, but still be polite enough to keep the ugly part tucked in because even he knew saying it out loud made him look small. It was twisted, but it was real. And it carried its own strange set of rules. Respect on surface, poison underneath. You stayed in your place, he stayed in his place, and everybody pretended the world was balanced, even though it wasn't. As backwards as that sounds, it still came with a kind of boundary. It was racist, it was wrong, but it stayed coded. It stayed whispered. It stayed in the back rooms and the quiet corners of certain towns. You knew how they felt, but they didn't throw it in your face because at that time, society still believed that being openly hateful made you look ignorant. Now, now it's different. Now people are mean just to be mean. Now disrespect is the brand. Now cruelty is part of their personality. You go online and people talk to each other like humanity is optional. You walk into certain spaces and the hate is louder than the conversation. People wear their bigotry like it's a badge of honor, like it proves something, like it gives them identity. And I keep asking myself, when did public hate stop being shameful? When did people decide disrespect made them honest? When did being nasty become the new currency for belonging? And I want to say this too. I'm not just talking about race. This new wave of public cruelty hits everybody. I have seen people attack people with disabilities, attack their own neighbors, attack anybody who looks different than whatever they think is normal. And at this point, the hate is not focused. It's random, it's wild, it's stupid. And it proves that the real issue is not race. The real issue is a country that got comfortable disrespecting people because nobody checks the behavior anymore. Because somewhere along the way, hate stopped being private and became a performance. People don't hate it anymore. People don't hide it anymore. They broadcast it, they post it, they amplify it. They get likes for it, they get validation for it. They get a little hit of power every time somebody cheers them on for being cruel. Social media turned hate into a sport. Political culture turned hate into loyalty. National leaders turned hate into permission. When somebody at the top speaks a certain way, people hear the message behind the message. They hear, "You can say it now." They hear, "Nobody's going to stop you." They hear, "There are no consequences anymore." And that is the difference. People didn't get more hateful, people got less afraid of consequences, less afraid of shame, less afraid of being called out. There used to be a social boundary. Even if you were racist as all get out, you kept it tucked in because you knew the community might check you. Your church might check you. Your family might check you. Your job might check you. Now, people live inside bubbles that reward their worst impulses. They speak crazy, and instead of correction, they get applause. That is how cruelty becomes culture. What you see today is not just racism, it's something bigger. It's the death of restraint. It's the rise of public cruelty. It is people using hate to feel powerful in a world where they feel powerless. It's people confusing disrespect with honesty. It's people treating decency like weakness and treating nastiness like strength. And all of it feeds on the same fear that the world is changing, fear that they are losing something, fear that they do not matter as much as they used to. Hate becomes the mask they put on to cover the insecurity underneath. So let me ask the question again. When did it become okay to hate out loud? Maybe the better question is, when did we stop expecting people to be ashamed of it? Because there was a time when even the worst person in the room knew to shut up in public. Now it feels like the entire culture said, forget that. Say it, shout it, post it, weaponize it. Use it as your stamp of identity. And the more you do it, the more your people will clap for you, the more your people will love you. And that right there is the part that scares me. Hate used to hide because it knew it was wrong. Now, hate shows up first because it thinks it's right.